So we are done with the Parquet file reading and writing part. So today we'll try to understand the other two files called ORC and AVRO. JSON file, I'm going to discuss it later, not now. At the end of the course, am going to discuss that. Okay, that is also very easy one only, but you need to understand two core concepts actually for that one. So that I'm going to discuss maybe at the end of the course. Remind me if I forget. I'll definitely discuss about that. Okay. So that is about Parquet files. And second one is next file format is ORC. I told you already what is the full form of the ORC, optimized record columnar format. Okay. So nowadays we are not using this file format, but still better to have an idea on that one. Okay. I'll show you how to generate the ORC file and how to read the data from the ORC file and how to write data back to the ORC file. That's what I'm going to discuss now. Okay. So for that, I'm just trying to take the sample data set here. That is yesterday, whatever the data I've taken, right? Same data set, I'm just trying to take it here. Okay. Nothing changing here. Number of partitions also, I'm just trying to check here. By default, anyway, 8 partitions it is going to create, right? So partition, how many record per partition, you'll come to know this one. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to write this data frame data into my local path. So for that, what I will do is I'll just try to take my local path as this one data sets. Output I'll take it here. Okay. So same path I'll try to take it here. Yesterday, whatever the path I've taken, same path I'll try to take it. Okay. Now let me, or I can create some other. Okay, fine. Yeah, this is okay. But you have to do it carefully. If something goes wrong, like all the files will be erased. That's what I'm worrying here. Yeah, that is fine. I'll be careful with this one. Now what I have to do is I have to give this particular path here. Mhm. Hadoop training PySpark datasets output. This is my output path. Okay, let me try to generate the ORC file here and see how the file is getting generated. Spark is not defined. Okay, I think I did not create actually Spark session. My system uh, got restarted, and after that I did not start the Spark session. Okay, so now the Spark session got created. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to execute this command so that it generates the ORC file. See guys, for generating the ORC file, what I'm doing here, df dot write dot mode of overwrite or append, anything you can take, or ignore or error also you can take it, no problem. Okay, dot ORC. See how we are generating CSV file, Parquet file in the same way, ORC file also can be generated. So file of that particular path we are giving. Okay. So PyJava error. Second. What happened here? Why it is throwing error again? We got right. Need to IO. 1 second. Spark setup, Spark 3, bin, sorry. Hadoop, bin, inside bin also I have these two. Let me quickly check my environmental variables. Give me a minute, guys. Where is this? Okay, I think it is there in the other screen. Okay, this is correct. This is correct. Spark home is also correct. Hadoop home is correct only. Slash Hadoop VQ. And in the path actually, this is correct only, right? One second. The DLL path also I copied actually, That should not create any issue. So last night my system got restarted actually. It has corrupted something or what, I don't know. Hadoop path I've given, and after that the path Spark 3 bin. So can you and add this Spark 3 bin, Spark home bin. That is what I've given already. Second. Hadoop also I've given, right? I don't know. One second, guys. One second. Let me check with the Parquet first. Where is this Parquet file? Let me try with the Parquet file once again. Only while writing we are getting issue actually, not while reading actually. This one also creating issue. I got the same issue last week as well, but I was able to manage that one with this file. I don't know why is it creating this issue now. What did I do is I went to this location where is the Spark setup and Spark 3, and here we have created a folder called Hadoop, right? Bin. Let me copy these two as well. Okay, inside bin I have this one and I have this one as well. Let me restart my kernel and do it again.
Siva, can you copy Hadoop.dll C drive on the system 32?
Okay, let me do that one. Okay, so Hadoop.dl, where do you want me to copy? In the
C program files,
program files,
system 32.
system, right? System, where is that system?
You're not there. Maybe that XP file, program files. One more
Okay,
program files.
okay. What is that folder name? System, huh?
You're not showing.
Hey, what happened suddenly to this? Program files is this one only. Do we have any folder called system here? Alright. No, I don't see anything. I don't see anything related to that. That's not an issue. It was working till yesterday, right? I don't know suddenly what happened to this. Spark setup, Spark 3, inside that one Hadoop, and we have WinUtils one. On 28th I did that. Yeah, that's correct only. Hadoop DLL. This file is there, right? So because of this one only we get issue actually. Now let me restart the kernel. 1 second, guys. Let me restart the kernel and do that once again. Oh, this is Avro file. Okay. restart the kernel and do it again. Okay, let me create the session. Yeah, this is done, and this is also on now. It should work. Yeah, now it is working. I don't know what went wrong previously. It's working. Okay, so how did you confirm? Because I'm writing this write command in this cell only, but it worked. So if it is not working, it would have thrown error actually. Okay, anyway, let me go back to this location. Where is that? So installation, PySpark, datasets, output. This is my output location. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened to that one. But somehow we're able to get it back. Okay. So how many files got created? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3 plus 3. Total 6 files got created here because we could have created actually 6 records in the backend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 records, huh? I think one file has empty, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe a couple of times I've written that one, I guess. Okay. Anyway, let me try to write it once again here with overwrite mode. One, two, three, four, five. 5 partitions are there. Even here also. Okay, 6 it is creating. That's okay. So I think one is empty file only. Definitely, it will definitely write the data properly only. I have that confidence. Okay. So
Maybe
how? Sorry,
table name maybe.
I don't know. Like
Or
what is there inside the other file? What it has created. Anyway, we don't need to worry much about that one. Okay. So how we generated the Parquet file in the same way we are generating the ORC file, guys. Okay. So you cannot able to read the data even from this file as well. Okay. See here. Do you see anything here? Yeah, are you able to understand anything from here? No. Similarly, how Parquet file is starting with PR1 and ending with PR1, right? In the same way, ORC file also starts with the ORC. Okay, and it is ending with the ORC here. Okay. Remaining things, everything is compressed and as well as, and that too, this is binary file, right? We are not able to read anything here. That is fine. We no issue with that one. Okay. So this is ORC file generation. Um, uh, how do you read the data from the ORC file? That's what we need to understand. Okay. And one more thing, guys, I forgot to mention in one of the last session. If you have files like this, actually, let me try to. Okay. So if you have files like this, if at all, if you want to read the data from all these files, what do we need to do? If you want to read the data from all these files, with a single file, you have to read it. How do we do that?
coalesce.
Not no. I have multiple files. Let's say my source stream is sending actually multiple files into some location. Now I wanted to read all those files into a what I can say is same data frame. I got similar kind of requirement in recently. I'll talk about that use case as well. Uh, so if that is the case, if I give directly that path, will it read?
Will folder.
Folder path directly. If I give, will it read? Will it read?
Maybe.
Okay, let's test that one here. Okay, so you know how to create a data frame, right? Okay, spark dot read dot format of VARC we take. Similarly, how we were taking CSV Parquet, right? In the same way. Okay, dot load of that particular path. Okay, now path, what I will do is I'll simply remove this particular file name. I'm not pointing to a single file. So the path is correct here. Path is correct. Yeah, I think this is the path, right? This is the path. Now let me pass this same path here. Array, I don't know what happened to this one. This started coming from since yesterday. Oh, okay. Output, I'm removing this one. If I give this path and see whether it is reading or not. Okay. Now let me
Double
execute
colon is
this.
there. Double colon is there.
Double colon. Where is that? Oh, okay,
D.
okay. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. See, am I able to read the data? Yes. If all the files are having same structure, then definitely we can able to read it. Even if they're not having same structure, I have an idea for that one. I'll talk about when we get into DSL commands. Actual transformations are like I'm going to discuss from tomorrow. At that time, I'm going to discuss. Okay, that is related to union operation actually. Okay, see, I'm able to read it. I'm not pointing to any file here. If you want, I can execute it one more time. You see, same output we got. So whatever we are giving the data, right? The same thing as it is we are getting here. Provided the file should maintain the same structure. File should have the same structure. Then only we can able to read it.
Yeah, different structure. What is the option, sir? You told
I'll talk about that one. Once we get into union operation, I'm going to talk about that.
union.
So we have to read the files individually and we have to match the schema.
Okay. We need to with the column. We need to send.
We need to match the schema. That I'm going to talk. Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we recently handled the similar kind of scenario in real time. Okay, fine. So this is one way to read the ORC file. Everyone knows that one. And another way is directly we have an API, ORC API. So spark.read.orc of that particular path we need to give here. So similar path, whatever I mentioned here, right? I'll give the same thing here. So just copy as is and try to give it here instead of this one. Even for and one more thing, did you observe here? Similarly, how we got .snappy for the Parquet files in the same way, ORC files also has snappy compression by default. Okay, so same I can say, ORC and Parquet almost the same I can say. Okay, that is one thing. And see here, if I try to read the data with the help of this particular command, and am I able to read the data or not? Just check this one. Yes, I'm able to read the data properly.
Shiva, instead of Parquet file, you're keeping ORC. That's it, right?
Yeah.
As of now?
That is only the difference. That's it. How you read what? See, if your project is actually dealing with ORC file, then how you should read the data. That's what I'm trying to discuss now. See, mostly in real time, I mean, not 100%, I'm saying 90% of the cases, you don't deal with the ORC files. Don't worry. See, even if you are dealing with the ORC file, what is difficult here? Tell me. What is the difficulty here to read the data from the ORC file? Nothing is there, right? Similar to our Parquet file only, right?
Yeah, as it is.
As it is only. You don't need to worry about that one. See, anyway, you're not able to read the data from the Parquet file. Same way, you're not able to read the data from the ORC file also. That is also one of the file format. That's it, similar to Parquet. But it is not that effective as like Parquet file. It is not that famous. When Hadoop was there, when Hive was there, actually, especially, we used to use this file format. Nowadays, I don't think so. No one is using. Okay. Okay. So, if at all, if you want to write this data into Parquet format, you already know that format of ORC also we can use, or like you can use data.write mode of error or overwrite, whatever like mode, right? So use that appropriate mode and try to use ORC of that particular path. It will write the data. We have already seen that just now. Okay. So if you want to write the data in a partition format, you can do that one as well. Okay. If you want, I can show you that one. Spark.read. Sorry, retrieving the partition data means you can give the partition folder like this also. If at all, if you want to write the data in a partition format, then you can directly write this. So data.write dot, what is this label? What happened? Why it is not working? So in the data, we don't have department number. That is the reason it is throwing error. So if you read the employee, if you write the data into Parquet format employee data, then you can definitely write a partition by department number. So currently, I'm not reading the data like that, right? So that is the reason I'm getting like this. Okay. So all the commands. I'm not focusing much on this one because we need to discuss a lot of topics actually. So I'm skipping this one. Is that okay? You want me to execute this? Same like Parquet only.
That's fine, sure.
That is okay, right? And one more thing, and one more option I forgot to mention. If you have a folder, inside that one, let's say I have one more folder. Okay. Inside main folder also we have some ORC files, and inside subfolder also we have some ORC file, and inside one more subfolder is there. Okay, let me try to talk about that one. Okay. So let's say I have a folder called let's say folder one. Okay, here I have some ORC files. Inside that one, we have one subfolder called folder 2. Okay, and inside folder 2, again we have some ORC file, and again this one we have some folder 3. This is my hierarchy. Are you guys able to get it? Are you guys able to get it? What I'm trying to say here? I have a folder and I have some ORC files inside that one. Along with that, I have folder 2 also. Inside folder 2, again, recursively, see, folder inside folder, that's it. Along with the subfolder, we also have some ORC files. Now, if at all, if you want to read these kind of files, how do you read that? Can we pass directly the main folder path so that it reads the data?
No, I guess.
No, you'll not get it. So the option that you have to use while reading the data is recursive file lookup. Recursive file lookup. This is also one of the interview question actually. One of the interview question. Okay, if you have subfolders, how do you read the data? How do you read the data into data frame?
Is this only ORC or
For
only
everything, not only for ORC, it is applicable for CSV, the Parquet, JSON, whatever files you have. It is applicable to everything. Okay. So spark.read.format of ORC, option of recursive file lookup. See, recursively it has to go and look the files until last folder. Option is also very easy to understand. Recursive file lookup. Any subfolders are there, it will try to check that one as well. And if there are any files related to ORC, then it will try to read the data from that. Okay, if you want, you can try this one with the help of CSV file. You create multiple CSV files. You divide that employee table into multiple employee file into multiple files. For 3 records in one file, other 3 records in one file, 5 records in one file, like that. You try to divide it into multiple files and place each file in in separate subfolders and play with this option. Clear? Okay. That is one option. And last file format that I'm going to discuss is for today, that is Avro file. Okay. So let's try to create a Spark session here in this particular notebook. This one also same thing as, but a small difference is there between the other files and this file. Okay, I'm going to talk about that one. So I'm taking the sample data and I'm trying to check the partition. See, this is not mandatory every time. I'm just only for just for understanding purpose. I'm just trying to take this one. Okay, so I'm just trying to generate my Avro file in the same path. So let me try to give the path here. So copy this. So since I'm writing here overwrite, it will try to overwrite that particular path. No worries. Even if you have the junk data in that particular folder, it will overwrite that one. It will drop this particular folder and write it. Okay. So let me execute this one and see what is happening. It should throw error. See, it is throwing error. So you need to understand the error properly here. What is this error? You just try to understand it. Fail to find the data source. Fail to find the data source. Avro. Avro is built-in, but external data source module, Spark 2, external data source module since Spark 2.4. So Avro is also built-in file format only. But after Spark 2.4, they made that module as an external. Okay, so please deploy the application as per the deployment section of the Apache Avro data source guide. So we need to have the jar file in our Spark location so that we can able to read the data from the Avro file. So I'll show you where that file folder we have. Okay, so even in your system also you can check that one. So you go to this C drive, wherever you're setting up that Spark, right? So open that Spark folder, Spark 3 folder. So here we have some jars file is there, right? See, we were able to read the data. Avro is there, but it's a old one, I guess. Okay, this is not for reading purpose. So why we are able to read the data from the CSV, ORC, Parquet files? Definitely, there are some Parquet related or the other file format related Java files are there. Definitely here. Okay, see here, Parquet related some files are there or not? That is the reason why we are able to read the data from the Parquet file. So similarly, ORC also definitely you'll find it somewhere. Where is that ORC? If you find that one, just help. Yeah. So these are ORC related files. Okay. So similar to this one, we need to have YAVRO file, JSON, jar files. So Siva, where can we get that one actually? So you don't need to do anything for that. You simply go to the internet here and check Avro jar file download for Spark. Okay. So just type this one. So it will open, it will show you first link as Maven repository. Open this one only. Don't try to download it from any of the unofficial website. So directly go to the official website, Maven repository official website, and just go there and see these are all the Apache 2.0 Avro files, Avro jar files actually. So based on your version, you need to go ahead and actually select. So currently our version is actually 3.5, right? 3.6, I guess. 3.5 or 3.6. Okay. So recently they created this file. So what we need to do is we need to click on this one. So if you click on this one, then what we need to do is we have a POM file and the jar file is there. POM file is especially for the if you use Scala version and all, we have to download this one and we have to use this. So since it is a PySpark, I'm just trying to directly downloading the jar file. So jar files are actually dangerous to your system. That is the reason why it is saying that this is a jar file. It may harm your computer. You wanted to keep this file or not. So since this is trusted one, I'm just saying it as a keep it. Now it is downloading actually. Yeah, it got downloaded. Now if I go here and what I will do is I'll cut this one from here and I'll just go here. Where is that jar? And try to paste it. Yes, I pasted this. Okay, so 2.1 is a scalar version, I guess. So Spark Avro 2.1. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to restart the kernel here. Where is that? This is the one. This is the one, right? Now we just need to restart the kernel so that it will take up that file as well going forward. Now I just restarted that one and I'm creating a Spark session again here. Okay, now I'm writing my sample data to the into this folder in a Avro format. Okay, and executing this and see this time we are going to get the same issue or not. No class def found error. One second. Why it is throwing this error? Say no class scalar collection sequence as. So Avro file format is, it's not recognizing this one. One second. Jars, this is okay. Spark Avro 2.13356. What is our Spark version actually? Okay, let me open the Anaconda. Three point 5.6 only, right? That is what I've downloaded, right? 2.13 and 356. Uh, this is correct. What is the issue here? Now let me close all the sessions here and restart the kernel once again. ORCM delay. This is correct only, whatever we have done. Restart and clear the output. Yes. Now I'll just try to create a Spark session again. Yeah, it is creating now. And after that, I'm just trying to write the data. It should work actually if you place that file. Array. No class def found error. Class file is there. That is what I've done. Any clue here? Did I download the wrong version? It's not like that, right? It is Spark 3.5.6 only. Spark Avro. Jar file only. I downloaded. That's correct. And that to official website only. I'm downloading it. That is okay. Last time we got it actually. Uh, 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 uh. 1.3. 1 second, guys. 1 second. If it is not working out, then we'll go for the next topic. No worries. Replace the file. Because the Spark session is already created, right? That is the reason why it is not. You know what happened here? The Spark session is running right in the backend. It cannot override that. Okay, so what I can do is let me restart and clear the output. Yeah, now I can go and replace that jars. Yeah, it got pasted just now, right? 20. No, the old file only, right? 1 second, let me do it again here. Cut it from here. Are? Okay, anyway, I'll do it later.
Shiva, I think you downloaded 2.13.
No, that is Scala version. That is okay. That is Scala version only. Scala version is 2.13 only. That is okay.
Install 2.12.
Must be.
While checking PySpark -hyphen version, you can round the version.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. We can. I'll try that one from my end, and we'll do it maybe in the next class. Okay. So it should work actually. That is the approach generally we follow. I'm not sure like why it is not working at this point of time. Let's see. Because the class files are missing here. That is the reason it is throwing error. Maybe I could have downloaded the wrong version or something. Could be an issue. I'll check that one. In last like batch also, I was able to do the same thing actually. Okay. Anyway, let's leave it. No issue. But I'll tell you how the file looks like actually. Avro file looks like. So I have sample files already. I generated as part of your last batch. Now see this one also. Okay. No. Now go back to that folder and open this one. See, this is the one actually. This looks like exactly looks like your Parquet file. But the difference between the Parquet file and the Avro file is in the Parquet file, you'll find the schema in the bottom of the file. But in the Avro file, you'll find it in the top. That's it. Okay, but both are different. I can say both are different means like backend mechanism is different, but structure wise, Parquet file and Avro file look same. Structure wise, I'm saying. Okay, so this is also binary file. I can say even you cannot able to read the data from this particular file. So, but it maintains actually the structure of the data. That is schema of the data. I can say. Okay. So that is about Avro file. So one difference I can tell you here is between the other files and this file is, so if at all if you want to read the data from the CSV, what are all the different ways are there, different APIs are there to read the data from CSV or Parquet or this one, ORC, spark.read.format of that particular file format we give, right? Okay, so similar to that one, we do also have here spark.read.format of Avro. But what about the other command we have in other file formats? Spark dot if you want to read the data from the CSV, spark dot read dot CSV of the some path we give and some options we give, right? So that doesn't work here actually. Avro that will not work for Avro. So you have to use format of Avro only. That's it. That is only the option here. Are you getting my point? Are you getting the difference between the other file format and this format?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so direct API is not available. That's what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, so we don't need to focus much on that one. So similar to other file formats only, how you can generate the files. Similar way you can generate it actually into some subfolder. While writing, actually, you can use the partition by, or if at all, if you want to read the data directly from the partition, you can pass that partition folder name here, and all those things you can do. Okay, same like other file formats only, like Parquet and Avro, Parquet and ORC, sorry. Okay, so I'll try this one from again in my local. If it is working out, we'll try to see it in the next class. Okay, moving on. So far, we understood how to read the data from, and one more thing I have to discuss, guys. Actually, we have to read the data from the database as well. So I'll do that one because I have SQL Server in my local. What I will do is I'll try to do it in over the weekend, and I'll try to demonstrate that one as well in next session. Okay, I do have Oracle, I guess. So we are even in the real time. Actually, we are reading the data from the Oracle database using JDBC connection only. Okay, for validations only, not for reading the, not for direct data reading. Only for the validation purpose, we use that JDBC connection. So JDBC is purely for connecting to databases. Okay. So whether it may be Oracle, or it may be SQL Server, or it may be MySQL, or it can be anything, any on-premise database, I can say. Clear?
Sure, can you share these files to us?
Yeah, I'll share. Remind me after end of the class. Okay. So that is about reading the data from different file formats and writing back, writing again the same file format to the folder. Okay. So that is what we discussed so far. Now, extraction part you understood, writing part you understood. Now we need to understand how we can do transformations. Okay. That is what I'm going to discuss from today. Okay, so before that one, you need to understand about the temporary views concept actually, which we use regularly in our real time. Okay, and you have to understand also, of course, here, whether you're using it in real time or not, you have to understand it. Okay, so for that, what I will do is I'll just try to take a new file here, new Python file. Huh. So what I will do is I'll just try to read the data from a couple of files here. Where are those files? PySpark datasets, CSV, and I have employee file and I have department here, department file. Okay, can you help me to read the data from these two files? Come on, help me. So first what I need to do is I need to copy this as is into this first cell because I have to create this Spark session. Okay, yeah, I've done that one. Now let me open a new cell and help me here how to read the data. emp underscore df equal to spark spark dot read dot format of CSV within single quotes or double quotes, you can mention that CSV dot load of that particular path we need to mention. What is that path? Now I'm just trying to give this path directly here. Okay, so we need to mention file colon slash 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 3 slashes we need to mention, and CSV slash emp dot CSV. This is what we need to take actually. Okay, whether it is really creating data frame or not, we need to understand. So how do we see the data actually from this one? empdf dot show command we need to write it, right? Now let me execute this one. Something is wrong here. Can you help me with this one? Wrong file system. What is wrong here?
File column.
Forward slash, right?
Forward
Slash.
slash.
Forward slash file column.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're saying this one, right? Okay. Correct. Now let me read the data from this. Now, meanwhile, I'll just, yeah. So, but the file is in pipe delimiter format. Now, if at all, if you want to handle that one, comma separator equal to, we just need to mention, oh, sorry, not here. It's not direct API, we are not taking, right? So control X dot, okay, dot option of dot M again, I'm taking here. Now what we need to take here, delimiter, comma, what we need to mention, single quotes, I'm just mentioning here, pipe symbol, delimiter, I need to keep it in double quotes here. Now let me execute this. Yes, I'm able to read this one. So we need to tell to Spark to consider this this one as well, right? Header part as well, right? Dot option of dot within double quotes or single quotes we can mention header, put comma here, true we need to mention here. This is what we need to read the data. Okay, now, so same thing I'll just copy paste here for reading the data from this one, department file. Okay, so just as it is, in place of this EMP, I'll just take here DEPT. Okay, now let me execute this one. But we need to change this one, right? DEPT DF, right? So DEPT underscore DF. So in the next line, what we need to do is we need to show that data as well. Okay. So DEPT underscore DF dot show command. I'm just trying to take it. Okay. Let me execute this one. See, why is it taking the data like this? Oh, okay. I think we
It's
need
comma
to
separated.
comma separated, I guess. Yeah. Now let me read the data properly. Yes. Now it is reading data properly. Okay. Shiva, I don't know anything about actually this data frames and the DSL commands and all those things. We don't know anything. Now I know only SQL. Now can I play with the Spark? Yes, absolutely. You can do that. Okay. We can store this data frame data in views. Okay. In your language, it's a kind of table. Okay. How we can do that one? That's what we need to understand. Now I wanted to create two different views and I wanted to play with SQL on top of that. Okay, how we can do that one is, let me take a new cell here. Here, see the data frame as is, we have to take it actually. empdf dot. Okay, we need to write a simple method here, that is create or replace temp view. This is what we need to write it, and inside this one, what we need to do, we need to mention is emp view underscore emp. I'll take. Okay, view underscore emp. This is what I wanted to create. Okay, Shiva, you created this one. Now how to read the data from this one? How to read the data from this one? Okay, let me try to create this one. Backend it has no attribute creator replace. Okay, spell mistake guys actually. Okay, creator or creator replace temp view. This is correct.
Replace capital, sir. Replace.
Replace capital, yeah. R capital, sorry. R capital, yeah, correct. Because every word starts with the uppercase right here. We call it as a camel case here. Okay. Now let me execute.
Create the capital C or
No, small. Command starts with this like lowercase only. Okay. Yeah. So it has created the view, but how do I know whether it is really creating or not? How do I know that one?
row command.
So for that, what we need to do is spark dot SQL of, okay, within double quotes, show tables. Sorry. This is what we need to write it actually. Okay. Since it is creating actually data frame in the backend, show command we need to execute. See, the view emp created or not? Is it temporary? Yes, it's a temporary view because we are mentioning clearly temp view. It was created temp view. Okay. But Shiva, how to read the data from this view? How you read the data in SQL actually?
Select spark.sql.
So
Select
spark
star
dot
from zone select.
SQL of, see, within this command, within this SQL parenthesis actually, you can write whatever you want. Okay. Now select star from. Okay. So what is that view we have created here? View underscore EMP, right? Now that will act as your table going forward. EMP simply, see, since it is spark.sql always going to create actually a data frame. So if you want to see the data from the data frame, we need to use actually show command.
It's a dot
That's it.
show, right?
Yeah, dot show only. Data frame dot show, right? Or see, if you don't want to do that one, I can even do this one also. So EMP equal to, so what I can do is I'll cut it from here, and the next
Show dot
select say EMP sorry, EMP dot show command. That's it. That is also okay. Both are same only. See, I'm assigning this one to a data frame here, temporary data frame, and I'm showing that one here. Anything is okay. See, you have to create the like views like this, and you have to see the view like this. What views are there in the backend? Okay, so what is the advantage of this one? We are using it in my previous project. We were using this one only completely. Whatever logic, so whatever the logic you wanted to write it, you write it in SQL. Simply, you create a data frame out of it, and you write the data to the target table. That's it.
Without scripting language, we can use within a
Yeah.
script.
You can play with the SQL. That's it. If you are good at SQL, see, this one is also okay. This approach is okay, or with DSL commands also okay. DSL commands anyway, I'm going to talk about it.
Shiva, for this particular session only it will be there, or
I'll talk about that one also. I'll talk about that. So the scope, since it is temporary, the scope of this particular view is only this session. Okay. So if you want to see that, okay, check whether you're able to see this data in the other session. So let me create a session here, separate session in the Parquet, Avro 1. Now let me create a new cell here and see here whether you're able to read the tables or not. See, you're able to see that? No. No, you're not able to see that because that is specific to that particular session. See, every Jupyter notebook actually act as one separate session. You can create any number of Spark sessions actually in an application. I'm repeating that point. You can create any number of Spark sessions in an application. Now this one is creating a separate Spark session, and this one is creating a separate Spark session. So in another Spark session, I'm not able to see the views created by another session. Okay. See, I've told you simply only one command here. Let's say, like if you want to join department table with this one, and if you want to display something out of it, you can do that happily. Now tell me, I wanted to understand about sum of salary by department name. I wanted to display the department name as well. So department name is there in the department table. Okay, this is the department name. Now I have to join these two tables based on the department number. Okay, and I have to display that department and total salary corresponding to that department. If that is my requirement, how do you do that one here? Come on.
Select star
We
from
need to create
Oh.
one more view.
Okay.
How to
Okay, one more view we have to create. That one I'm going to copy paste here only. Okay. Now instead of this one, DEPT DF I've already created, right? So view underscore DEPT I'm writing here. Now let me execute this cell again here. Now it has created the department view definitely in the backend. Now I can make use of that one here. Now tell me I'm giving alias name as E here. Now after that, okay, inner join with what?
Department.
Department. So department is actually view underscore DEPT. I'm just refreshing my SQL skills here. That's it. Okay, so alias name I'm taking this one on
E dot department. Eta department number equals
what
to
is that
D dot
column name? Department number, right? DEPT number directly. E dot DEPT number equal
equals
to
to
D dot
department number.
DEPT underscore number, right? Directly. Yeah, department number. Yeah. Department number directly, no underscore. Okay. Now what I wanted to display here? What I wanted to display? So from the department, I wanted to display only department name. So copy as is here and do here this one, comma,
Sum
sum
of
of salary. Salary is sal only, right? Salary is sal only. Sum of salary group by
group by department number only, right?
group by department name or department number, anything you can take it. Okay, whatever you're taking here, you can
Department name, yeah.
you can take directly here. Okay, now let me execute this one. See, you're getting it or not? Now you're able to play with the SQL commands or not? See, in my previous project, what we are doing, whatever the transformations given by the modeling team, we simply create a select command from it, and we store that select command in a configuration file. That configuration file, with the help of Python, we read it and we simply pass that command to the spark.sql command, and we create a data frame out of it and load the data to corresponding table. That's it. That's what we have done in the entire project.
So select statement you put in the config file, sure. So that config file you are reading.
Reading, yeah, correct.
Okay.
So the select command, select query, actually you can put it in .sql file or .config file. Anything is okay. Okay, so that also you have to do it tomorrow. I'm expecting from you. So what you guys can do is create a some table emp config file. Okay, emp underscore config.config, and put your SQL there. Okay, and try to read that config file with the help of Python commands. With the help of, I don't know how you're going to read it. Read it. Okay, read it. Read only that SQL part from that, and pass that SQL to this one. Okay, and write that for that you need to understand the JDBC also, right? Okay, JDBC one. Okay, once I discuss about the JDBC, then you guys can try that one. Okay, reading the data from the database and writing it back to some some file, or again you can write it back to same target. That is also okay.
Shiva, like if we have multiple select statements we give in that config file, right? If
No,
you
only
want
one
to
select statement we have to
only
take.
select statement.
See, if you want to write the data to target table, only you're going to use only one select statement, right? You can have multiple with clauses inside that one. That is okay. Are you guys able to get me? In the entire project, this is only the logic we have followed. That's it.
So, okay, that file we need to assign to the data frame, right? First,
That file,
we need that select statement from the file. We need to assign to
we need
data
to pass it to this
pass
part.
it here, this part.
Okay, here. And we have to create a data frame out of it and load that data frame into table. That's it. Save as table of that table. That's it. So in Spark, right? So data frame dot write dot mode of append dot save as table of that table name. That's it. You'll simply appending the data to the table.
Shiva, before writing, we are doing temporary only. Temporary. Can we create a permanent view here? No.
I'll come to that point also. So we cannot
Okay.
create a permanent view actually. Okay, so tell me, what do you think here? Where exactly this data is being stored? That view data?
RAM memory.
RAM memory. So once the cluster is turned off, right? Or somebody restarted that cluster, right? Then what will happen to this?
It wiped out something.
Obviously,
It
same thing.
gone.
Same thing. Okay, Shiva, my requirement is like this. I wanted to create a view, but that view should be accessible by other people as well. Is that possible? Is that possible or not? Yes, that is possible actually. So for that, we need to create a global temporary views. Global temporary view means we can create that view and that can be accessible by other people as well, other sessions as well.
How long we can
As long as that cluster is active.
session is active.
Cluster is active.
Cluster.
Okay, now let me try to create that one here. Okay, so for that, so same commands only. I'll just try to create here. Okay, but the difference is here, create or replace global temp view. We need to write it here. Okay, Z capital global temp view. So this one as is, you copy and paste it here. Okay, and so view underscore global underscore emp, here also global underscore underscore emp. So this is what I'm trying to do. So let me execute this one and see what is happening. Yes, it got created in the backend. Now let me try to see that one. Show tables command. So copy this one and see this and execute this one. See, I'm able to see only the old views actually, not the new ones. Why? What happened? This is what we need to use. So global temp database will be created in the backend. Catalog will be created in the backend temporarily only, not permanent. Permanent one. Temporarily it will be created. So in the global temp database, actually, these views got created. These are also temporary only. This is what it is saying is temporary. True. Now, if at all, if you want to read the data from this one, then you can go ahead and happily read that one. So Spark dot SQL of within single. What happened to this one? So select star from, what is that? View global employee, right? That is what I'm giving here. Dot show command. Now let me execute this one. Something is wrong here. What is that? Cannot found. Cannot found. That means what we have to do is we have to take global temp dot. Okay, global temp dot, because by default it is referring to that a normal temporary views, right? That is the reason it is. Yeah, see, namespace dot, that view name we have to give. By default it is referring to the temporary view, right? That is the reason why previously it was not giving us the output. Now it is giving namespace that view name. Okay, clear with this?
Yes, sure. Shiva, how to identify whether you got created or not? Instead of the Spark.SQL show tables, while
You're able to
executing
see
the
right here. Show tables in global temp image. It will show in normal views, normal temporary views, and global temporary views also, right?
Okay.
Both you
After
can able to see, right?
okay. But a shell didn't told me anything like
No, it will not give you any output.
out like command got executed like that. It won't give.
It won't give anything. Okay. See, sometimes guys, actually we use collect command also. Sometimes, not all the time, I'm telling you. Okay. See how it is storing the data. See, what is this?
CSV format.
No, this is not CSV format. Backend it stores in a row format actually.
Okay.
This is also, I can say that RDD objects only, but named RDD objects. See, for every value attached to some column name, every value. So named RDD is nothing but a data frame. So if you want to access only a first record, actually, you can, since it is storing in a list format like this. So how do you access the list values actually? Using index, right? Now, if I execute only this one, see, only first record I'm able to see. If you want to read the data from the employee number, I can directly pass that column name here so that you'll get, oh, what happened? So one second. Oh, employee number correct only, right? So I think I need to put it in a single quotes here. Then on it will give. Yes. See, this is the value. This is what we use regularly in our programming. Okay, let's say distinct load type if you want from some table, from the control table. So select a distinct load type from control table. So simply use collect on top of that. If you write show command, nothing will work out here. Show command will not helpful for you here. So that just use the collect command here and use whatever the column name it is showing, right? Just use that column name here. Or you can use the alias name also here. Okay. Clear guys with this one? Global temporary view, no, global view, temporary views and the normal temporary views. See, sometimes for analysis purpose, we use this one, guys. You know why I use this one in real time? What I do is, I told you already, we extract the data from the RDB, that is Oracle database. Okay. Oracle database. And we generate Parquet files out of it. Sometimes what we need to do is, our tables and the source tables we need to compare. So what I do is, I read the data, the Spark file, whatever I'm generating into data frame, spark.read.load of that Parquet file I use, and I'll create actually view on top of that. And I simply use minus query between my table and that view. That's it. I'll write simply minus query. That solves my problem. Are you guys getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is about temporary views. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about DSL command, that is actual transformations, select command, filter command, distinct command, all those things I'm going to discuss tomorrow. Okay, so I'll discuss one SQL command and that equivalent Spark SQL command also I'm going to discuss parallelly. Okay, yeah, that's all for today.
And Shiva, can you ping that Spark import command before starting the session?
This one, huh?
Yeah.
These
For
three are
adding
not
ever.
required actually. I'm just using only for understanding purpose. Okay, so this we can take off. SQL context also not required. Okay, now you can take only these commands. I'll give you that one. Let me stop recording the session.